Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your future spouse. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Lepidolite heart. Group 2 is the Clear Quartz heart. And Group 3 is the Lapis Lazuli heart. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Lepidolite heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your future spouse's higher self. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, Temperance, the Magician, and the Seven of Cups. I look forward to catching glimpses of you, and I am surrounded by constant signs and reminders of your presence in my life. You are an energy which keeps me company on long and lonely nights, and you motivate and incentivize me to look towards the future with joy and with hope. I feel like the luckiest person in the world already because I have come to the knowledge deep within myself that despite my exhaustive search of somebody who could accept me for exactly who I am, that at one point in time had led to so many frustrations and dead-end pathways that I had almost given up on love entirely, that I have now become aware of your presence out in the world, and that it is not just somebody who will settle for me or that I need to settle with, but that you are somebody who fits so perfectly, intricately, and exactly the best of all that I am, currently in this version of myself, and also as the individual that I am striving to become. I am trying to remain patient during this period of time where things are shifting in my reality and that I would assume are also shifting in your reality in order to create a clear path forward towards one another. When we arrive directly into proximity with one another, I am hoping that it will be a smooth path that allows us to unlock the full potential between both of us. Because at least on my end, it has been an arduous journey of disappointments, trials and errors, needing to pick up the pieces and reshape myself, being humbled on more than one occasion in order to rise stronger and more self-assured. And so I'm hoping that this love story between the two of us is that gift which happens so seamlessly as the reward on the other side of all of the struggles that I have had to go through in order to build and refine my character up to this point in time. I had come into this world with an understanding that love was something that needed to be fought for, worked at constantly, or else it would be at risk of falling apart. But I have come to understand that to involve such chaos within the energies of a loving connection only serves to undermine and minimize the amount of joy and acceptance that is available by simply being present in the reality of the circumstances, no matter how complicated or desirable they may be. And so while I know that effort will have to be put on both our ends, I am hoping to emphasize the level of acceptance and gratitude for the blessing that out of all the people in the world we have managed to find one another. I want to be able to sit in the energy of enjoyment, to be fully present, relaxed and calm in the circumstance of just basking in your love, taking in your radiance, appreciating you for the person that you are, flaws and all. I know that if we take time to simply stand in the moment, that it will make us stronger as a couple and as a partnership in building toward our shared goals and mutual desires for the future. I don't want you to feel that I require so much time based on my own interests and to pursue things that at one point in time had been the singular object of my focus and desire. Many of the goals that as a younger person I was striving towards, I have come to understand do not carry much meaning and weight, and so I have let them fall away from my life. I have abandoned many of the pursuits that at one point in time I thought would bring me fulfillment and happiness, and I have turned my attention inward in order to try and cultivate more of the substance of who I am as a person. I have come to appreciate the meaningfulness of leading a life of purpose, and in this way, though there have had to be sacrifices that are made, there are also a rich reward that is now available and accessible to me. I hope that we can join forces with one another and build toward goals that are in both our mutual interests, and also to discover things that are inspired by the sheer velocity of our presence in one another's lives, things that we are able to discover we can do with one another that apart remain a mystery to the two of us because we require the light combined from one another in order to generate such luminosity to perceive the bigger picture of many things. I am looking forward to being that support system for you and to also allow you to encourage and support me. I have been so headstrong and independent. I have had to be for most of my life, and the idea of having someone, some place where I can simply relax and that there is someone to allow me to unburden the stress and responsibilities that I carry inside feels like a joy and a gift already. I am trying to remain strong at this time, but I am looking forward to simply taking my armor down and being seen for who I truly am, which I know will occur when we are in one another's presence fully and on a permanent basis. I am anticipating the moment when I can grasp you within my arms and hold you close, look you in the eyes and speak these words that have been held deeply inside of me, right on the tip of my tongue for so long. That I love you, that I cherish you, that I desire nobody else in the world above you. Thank you for being that motivating force which continues to pull me with hope towards the unknown future that I am now headed singularly in the direction of. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know. Okay, I've looked into tarot readings. I do pray about us. I am always reminded of you. I've been astral projecting to you. It was you. It was always you. I regret walking away from you. I've been sending you messages in the 5D. And you influence me in ways no one ever has. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your future spouse, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got Z, N, E, N, P, R, C, M, K, P, D, L, L, H, V, and A. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the clear quartz heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your future spouse. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, the Hierophant, Death, Page of Swords, the Magician, the Star, Two of Swords, Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel changes occurring deep within me on a spiritual level, as if I am being forged and fashioned into an entirely new version of myself, strengthened in my courage, in my resolve, and in my sense of self, so that where I once approached taking risks in life and in love with a sense of guardedness and caution, I am now entertaining the idea of moving boldly towards the future, trusting that my mistakes from the past have sufficiently crystallized into wisdom inside of myself, so that there is not such a need to weigh and evaluate my options thoroughly and down to the point of getting lost within the minutiae of the matter, but that I am able to learn to listen to the resounding call of my heart and spirit, which has been beckoning me in a very specific direction for quite some time. I sense your love out there radiating like a beacon in the night, and I am enthusiastic about the range of mountains that I must now climb in my life and energetically speaking in order to be able to reach that peak and pinnacle where I sense that you dwell and are waiting for me. I look forward to opening a new chapter of experiences for myself and to know and taste and to feel what a higher vibration of love is even like. I have been so used to settling for circumstances that only brought out the worst in me, triggering my insecurities and causing me to flare up into a version of myself that always left me in a space of having to apologize for my shortcomings time and again. I was raised in an environment of chaos, and so chaos is what I have come to know and equate as a safety zone as far as matters of the heart are concerned. I once confused these chaotic relationships as being emblematic of something of passion and substance, but I see now that it was nothing more than toxicity, which has held me back from reaching my fullest potential in life and in love for quite some time. And so as I am embarking upon this profound healing journey, reinventing myself from the inside out, I am confident that the love which greets me, this level of using that discernment and allowing my heart to take the lead rather than fear being the primary motive for most of my actions, will align me with the proper juncture in time where you, my true counterpart, will be revealed to me in the flesh, and that you will be accessible and available at the proper time when I too am accessible and available in all ways. I am tying up certain loose ends in my life in the hopes that this proactive approach to trying to create better for myself, not just as a cliche or a mantra that I repeat over and over again, but as a resolution that I follow up with concise action, will hasten me through a process of needing to close out certain chapters that have long expired and that I have just been circling around in for reasons that elude me, so that I can set forth into the uncharted territory of experiencing life as a new version of myself. I am trying to purify my energies and sequester myself off from things that do not add meaning and value to my existence. I've come to understand, having learned the hard way, that the company that I keep has a very profound impact on the version of me which rises to the occasion, and so I am being more selective about who I let into my life. I am valuing my time and energy, keeping my own counsel, speaking less and observing more. All of this feels to be something that is readying me for a deep and profound change in my life as a whole. I am wanting to present a face to you which is unlike anything the world has ever seen of me before. I have had to go through the process of moving in the wrong direction time and again, only to build what I thought was some level of success within myself and within my life, to have that topple over and be left to sift through the ashes of what remained in order to try and construct something different, only to find myself at the same crossroads again and again. And so I'm taking a different approach, looking inside and really being honest with what I see in the mirror. I am no longer running away from the parts of myself that bring me shame, and this level of rigorous honesty with who I am and the way in which my life truly is the culmination of choices for better or worse has been refreshing and liberating. Although it is an emotional journey I am on at this point, it feels well worth it, because I am stronger every day, more self-aware, and through this level of self-awareness I can truly chart a course in a direction that is not the echo or the mimic of what other people wish for me, but is a reflection of who I truly am, what I desire in my life, and something that is entirely different from the level of success and contentment I have come to know as something fleeting and tenuous at best up to this point in time. I look forward to the occasion when your face is revealed to me, although your energy is so familiar at this point in time. It feels at times so uncomfortable, the fact that I can't just speed up time and be right at your doorstep, but I understand that this preparation period is essential for me and for you as well. Please hold on to hope that love is out there, that I, your person, am readying myself and will be to you as soon as I can. I look forward to the time when all of this waiting game is long past and we are enjoying the closeness and the company of one another. I promise you that the struggles that you have been through in life and in love will be well worth it, because in many ways I feel they could be comparable or even matched to what it is that I have been through. I know that we both deserve a reprieve from so much struggle in our existence, and I am confident that we will find that in one another's arms. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know. been sending you messages in the 5D. I really do miss you a lot. I've been hurting without you. You have no idea. Just know I'm obsessed with you. I have a lot of gratitude for you. I have inner child wounds. Just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. I love you. No one can change my love for you. And I've looked into tarot readings. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your future spouse, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got T, Y, N, T, B, Q, G, R, G, H, B, P, F, D, K, I, X, and S. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the lapis lazuli. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part, or can serve as additional messages for you from your future spouse. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the King of Swords. I am excited to bring you in closer to my world and to my reality. And I am loving the pace at which our relationship with one another is taking on deeper layers and unfolding based on trust, based on full disclosure, based on allowing these energies between the two of us to grow and expand and evolve of their own accord. This is the first time in my life when I have ever fully trusted in the nature of love to be a beneficial thing. And this has not been forced on my part. It has happened very organically with you. Loving you feels as natural as breathing to me, and I want more and more to be able to experience and peel back all of the layers of getting to know who you are at a deep core level, because what I discover about you fits so precisely with things about myself I had struggled to understand the usefulness of, or the beauty of, the value of, love and the ways in which I could learn to love myself even more deeply by the sheer virtue of the fact of allowing myself to love another completely and without restraint. I am motivated to continue to defy your expectations of what romance can be like. And I love listening to you, learning all the little subtleties about who you are as a person so that I can come up with creative ways to outshine anyone that even on their best day might have swept you off your feet and made you believe in a fairy tale kind of love. Because I don't just want this to be the love story where we spend our lives with one another, but I want this to be the love story that is your favorite out of everything that you have experienced across all lifetimes, and certainly with anyone who has stood in my place by your side prior to right now, where I am here in this moment. I'm looking forward to the new memories that we will create with one another that continue to solidify our bond with one another. I was so certain about you from the moment that we first met, and I apologize if it has felt like I have been at all uncertain over the course of our relationship. I have wanted to savor and take my time in this situation, and then at a certain point in time, time itself got away from me, and so I am now trying to pick up the pace and hurry forward to that juncture and intersection where we become one another's forever. Because it feels like this waiting game that we have had to play with each other has served a purpose, but that purpose has come to an end, and it is now crucial to evolve things forward into the next level between the both of us, because there is no sense in sitting back and allowing things to necessarily unfold at a slow and deliberate pace when I am so certain with everything that I am that you are the one for me. There could be no one else. There is no one else I want or desire. I have an urge to create a beautiful life with you, to make so many things out of and inspired by the nature of what I feel inside. I look forward to seeing the way time shapes you into even more of a radiant version of the person that I have already come to know and cherish so far. I have witnessed you across the course of so many evolutions up to this point in time, and you continue to mesmerize me by your process of unfolding into even more profound versions and expressions of the core of who you are as a soul. You inspire me to simply release myself into allowing the world to shape me as it will. I at one point in time was very concerned about the image that I was putting out for others to consume, but with you it's as if I have found my wings and am free to simply glide upon the currents of redefining myself as I see fit or as becomes necessary, without worrying how that will appear to others. And this is through the confidence that love has instilled within me, that I am trusting that my most authentic self truly is the best face that I could ever be wearing. I am anticipating the ways in which we shall continue to challenge and inspire one another as the years go on. It feels like something that is the greatest gift I have ever known in this life, to have been able to encounter somebody who seems to understand me even when words fall short between the two of us, who anticipates my moods and allows me in deeply enough to be able to learn the currents and polarities of the waves upon which you are capable of feeling intensely, deeply, and profoundly, which has unlocked a willingness to own and accept the nature of my own emotions and all of their facets as well. You are somebody who challenges the very idea of what love should be like, because it comes so effortlessly and so easily with you. And yet I am happy to have this challenge vanquished by you, who in many ways are my champion as far as love is concerned, because you have encouraged me by your sheer presence to bring forth a romantic component that I felt was ill-suited to these modern times, and yet you seem to be so receptive to. It's a gentleness and yet a strength strength of love that I truly feel is now one of my favorite characteristics about the person that I am. And I wouldn't have known this version of me had it not been inspired by the versions of you that I have had to reshape it into time and again, simply to meet what I feel are the needs and wants of your heart, even when you haven't spoken those out loud. I hope that you will continue to be pleased with the ways in which I hope to demonstrate love to you over the years to come. You are somebody that I never will get tired of looking at, and I want you to always feel cherished and special, even after we have been together for decades. I want it to feel fresh, as if we are meeting for the first time. So I will continue to be enthusiastic and inventive in terms of the ways in which I find new avenues through which I can make you blush and smile like you are young again, although you are certainly timeless in my eyes. You continue to become more radiant as time evolves, and I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be able to look at you and to know that you are not just a fleeting possibility or a what if, but you are mine, and our lives are entwining with one another ever deeper as the days go on. Thank you for being the miracle of love that I didn't know that I needed or that I was capable of receiving in this lifetime. Thank you for being the one who saved me from a life that would have been loveless, for waking up dormancy that dwelled within my heart so that I could come into the fullness and authenticity of the expression of the person that I have always been meant to be. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know. Okay, we have the thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me. I don't want to see the pain I've caused in your eyes. Just know I'm obsessed with you. I've thought about surprising you with a date. My nerves have been getting the best of me. I have an offer for you. You will hear from me soon. The sexual thoughts that run through my mind. And I know we're being spiritually guided. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your future spouse, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got S, C, D, Q, K, B, U, A, F, C, P, T, H, H, B, R, and L. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.